slipstream here. Veda's tried to run away with it and couldn't, and they know that you need the slip. He's going to leave his big effort until 2 laps to go, a lap and a half to go.
And that gap last, as well as Mitani in 8th as well. Agostinelli, the Vietnamese rider there up into
stream. So there really is no point in doing anything silly at this point in the race. Just hang in there.
Come around. Okay, so everybody, they're getting faster as they go along, Peter. This is a great advert for Pirelli tyres in this 9th place as well as the number 9.
Down the corkscrew again, you're looking back. You've got 7 laps to go and a couple of corners, and then sort it out over the last couple of laps.
Kind of heat because they're faster once again. Low 202s for most of the riders.
What a great picture that is, looking back at Hakim Danish, and now Forbes. And there is the group behind it. It's another slipstreaming battle, and of course it's the 80s
there. And in fact, the chasing pack were half a second quicker this last time around. Car pushing up to 7.
Put it Brian Uriarte. And the leader, Veda Pratama, on the 54. 5 of Katsik Singapong there. Mike Yu is his commonly used name.
Place they cross the line. Mitani in 6th position. They are 4.7 seconds back. I think that's...
And 8 laps to go. You know, we're not halfway through this. That's a lot easier than saying Katsiak Singapong. Mike Yu, his mates call him.
Them out of the running for the win, but how fascinating is that going to be for tomorrow?
That's right, absolutely. The fact that
this
there's
is
still plenty to action remaining.
They're being very sensible, Peter. It's like a very high. I'm just having a look then. David Gonzalez in the Moto3 Junior World Championship last time out.
The chasing group can be closing in on these guys. We know these are the guys, in theory, are the fastest guys.
Speed game of chess. They're in it for the long run now. This is your group. Doesn't look like any of them are going to really drop. In Jerez just last weekend, came away with 9 points, 7th place
in Rookies Cup at the moment, but they're being caught by the pack. That shows just how strong the field is.
Pugliesi's made that step up to be a consistent podium contender. Gonzalez clearly knows finish in race 2 for him, so certainly taking that confidence from there through. Giulio Pugliesi out front there. We're looking at him from Brian Hakim Danish. Looking forward. The forward faces his place very, very well. I'm going to have a look at what he was up to last weekend. Through to here, as we see Singapong up there ahead of Marco Morelli then. So this is Callum, the Malaysian, as he goes up here out of the slipstream, the run, the long left hand.
And the point is, I think all 5 of them know that you need the slip.
The battles for 12th and 13th. So Morelli's found his feet a little bit under. Now it's going to be downhill. Don't get sucked in and go too wide as we pass the iconic
slipstream here. Veda's tried to run away with it and couldn't, and they know that you need the slipstream.
Hasn't he? What was he doing last time out? Last lap around a 2:03.
But it's ridiculous.
Not just another brick in it. There it is. As we see, they go flick it right now, and it's...
So there really is no point in doing anything silly at this point in the race. Just hang in there. You've got Marco Morelli. You remember, go back to Assen last year, can win a race like he's on a different...
All downhill pretty well from this moment.
That's right. They're up into 3rd for this ride. 7 laps to go and a couple of corners, and then sort it out over the last couple of laps. And there it's Planet.
Yes.
And then how is he scratching around here for a few points?
Obviously, starting from the back of the grid.
And then back to 1st for the tight right and the tight left. 1st gear is the group behind it. It's another slipstreaming battle, and of course it's the 85 of Katsik.
Didn't get the first lap that he would have wanted. We'll have to see what happens tomorrow when then
get the drive right, get it absolutely perfect, pick up the slipstream. It is the number 30 Singapong there. Mike Yu is his commonly used name. That's a lot.
The grid has changed up again, won't we?
Yeah, but he just, that's a team of Hakim Danish that has the advantage, but Giulio Pugliesi is behind. As you say, Matt, perhaps easier than saying Katsiak Singapong. Mike Yu, his mates call him.
I'm just having a look.
Unfortunately, I think he's a lovely young man. He's got incredible talent, but you were right. Veda's having a little bit of trouble staying with them. Perhaps he feels his tyres have gone off when he.
Then David Gonzalez in the Moto3 Junior World Championship last time out in.
Just has up weekends and down weekends. That's just the way it is. And
well, I do know he's. I was just going to say.
Gave him a nasty surprise a few laps ago. It's Giulio Pugliese who takes the advantage. The Italian has the
ref just last weekend came away with 9 points, 7th place finish in race 2. Maverick Vinales, the management agency, Marco Morelli's in, actually is part of Maverick Vinales'
front running spot.
And Peter, that chasing pack has taken another 1.5 for him, so certainly taking that confidence from there through to here. As we see, it's his own agency, and he came by the 10 yesterday to sort of instantly after qualifying to see what was going on with 5 seconds out of the leading pack. What's going on here? It was 4 points. Singapore up there ahead of Marco Morelli then, so this is the battle's effectively one of his riders, part of the big part of that agency. It was announced yesterday. 7 last time around. As they cross the line this time, it's going to be 3.6. Well,
3
for 12th and 13th. So Morelli's found his feet a little bit, hasn't he? What was he doing today? So I'm sure Maverick himself, a KTM factory rider, can be helping out with that.
Well, that's an inch laps to go. At that pace, they can catch them. That's unbelievable.
Well, we'll have to see, because if they last time out, last lap around a 2:03.
But it's ridiculous. Marco Morelli, interesting point you make, because I know that from the Red Bull Athletes Performance Centre.
It's not a smart, Carter Thompson's run completely wide there. It's Lizette Mitani, Luca Agostini.
You remember, go back to Assen last year, can win a race like he's on a different planet.
Yes.
And then Howard was one of the mental coaches, works with Maverick Vinales actually, and he was in Jerez.
Tinelli, what a ride from him, and car pushing just behind him. Really good stuff from these guys. Very, very impressive.
He's scratching around here for a few points.
Obviously, he started from the back of the grid, didn't get the first lap.
And working with Maverick. So if he can help Maverick, maybe Maverick can help Marco Morelli on the mental.
Impressive. They've dropped Thompson, Mounsey and Ramadeepa.
But this is superb.
That he would have wanted. We'll have to see what happens tomorrow when the grid is changed up again.
Because, when you're that quick, when you can win a race on a different planet like he did at Essen last year, I mean, it's great for their confidence, isn't it? Even if they don't catch that group, they know going into...
won't we?
Yeah. But he just, that's unfortunate. I think it really has. There's nothing wrong with your riding skill. It really has to be a mental thing, doesn't it?
Exactly. He's very, very hard.
I can race with these guys. I'm going to go and race with them right from the beginning.
And the only one...
He's a lovely young man. He's got incredible talent, but it just has up weekends.
Praise rider in the Junior World Championship as well. He sits 9th position. Didn't have a very good one there. Yeah, I mean, it looks like Mitani's just got a cracking pace. I mean, Japan's got yet another.
Down weekends. That's just the way it is.
Well, I do know he's. I was just going to say, Maverick Vinales, the Jerez, strictly speaking, is his best result was 8th place.